Little Cinnabon's relaxing right now. He's sleeping. We'll go ahead and leave him alone. I want to share a brief story about a Ruger SR 1911. So the 1911, or the Colt M1911, is a historic American firearm that has its roots all the way back to World War I. So it's a 100-year-old plus design that's still applicable and usable today. As far as the quality of this weapon, this one's mid-range. It's decent. It's a probably $800 pistol or so. It's a Ruger, American made. It's a nice handgun. They're pretty popular because they're at a decent price for what it is. This one came from a dear friend of mine, Randy. He is no longer with us. We lost Randy probably, gosh, it's been 5 years. He was a co-worker of mine. He was older. And unfortunately, he was 1 year from retirement, and he was at a hotel for work and passed away with a heart attack, I believe in his sleep. Every time I go to the range, I think about him because we used to go to the range a lot with a few other people from work, and he was a good shot too, man. He could outshoot me. He loved pistols. He had a number of large revolvers, and the funny thing is he kept his hobby secret from his wife. So he would kind of say, "Well, I gotta work late today," and then we would go to the range after work, and I don't know why, just didn't feel comfortable sharing his hobby with his wife. And you know, there's some negative stigma with weapons, of course, because they are really designed to take lives. So it is what it is. We didn't use them for that purpose, of course. We use them for sporting and just a fun thing to do. So miss him. So this was one of his many pistols. After he had passed away, his daughter sold a number of them, and I was able to get this one. And it's definitely special because I've shot it before with Randy, you know, so it's definitely missed. So this has already been safety checked. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that on the video. This is unloaded. There's the other view. The other side. That is that, and we'll show you a little bit of trigger time on it. Cinnabon is still tuckered out. He's putting his hand or paw or arm or whatever. I guess it's all kind of all in one, huh? Over his eyes, because cats do that when they want to sleep, don't they? Uh-huh. Yep. Are you eyeballing the 1911 there, buddy? So obviously this channel has its roots in firearms, and it took a sharp turn towards Cinnabon, towards cat, because that's what people really love. That's what they want. And I like to give people what they want, so long as it's fun, you know, for me to do, and it certainly is fun documenting Cinnabon and I's journey. And thank you all for joining us in that journey, because you're certainly a part of it as well. So I know a lot of you aren't too keen on firearms, and that's cool. If you don't like them, that's your opinion. At least in America, you have a right to express your opinion peacefully, and so that goes both ways. So if you respect that, I'll respect your opinions. So but yeah, this one is really special to me because it came from a departed friend of mine. It's one of those things where I think you all have at least one or two items in your possession that are, you know, doesn't have to be a gun. It could be anything really. It could be a book. It could be a table, any type of furniture, just an object. You know, it all burns in the end, right? But stuff does have sentimental value from a dear friend or a grandparent, and this is one of those for me. It's one of those priceless items. You know, it's. To someone, it's worth exactly what it would be in the open market, but to me, it's priceless because it has a connection that you can't buy. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. It's something a little different. You know, a lot of people have been asking, when do you do another gun video? When do you do another gun video? And the reason I haven't done one in a while is because I simply just haven't been shooting it. It's an expensive sport, if you will, or an expensive act. Not so much time consuming. I'm pretty meticulous when it comes to cleaning the guns. So I do spend a great deal of time doing that. But I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. It's always fun busting out the old school pistol. Some of you's great-grandparents and grandparents probably know what this is. If your grandpa was a veteran, good old 45, can't beat it. Well, you can, right? You can always go 10 millimeter. I'm not going to get into that, but whatever. Hey, little buddy. You are just tuckered out, aren't you? You normally said something. Are you speechless today? You speechless? That's okay. I want to show you the difference between 45 ACP and 9mm. So on the left you have the 45. See the head stamp here. It's definitely bigger. And then on the right you have the 9mm. We'll do a very close side-to-side comparison in my hand. You can tell there's a considerable size difference. I know I can tell you I certainly wouldn't want to be hit by either one. You know, I'm not going to get into a 45 versus 9mm debate, but from what I understand, ballistics between the 9mm, 45, and the 40, which are the three very common pistol rounds, they're all in the same ballpark. So, hey, take that as you will. What do you think, buddy? What's your favorite round? Oh, okay. 380? Just teasing. I think if Cinnabon could choose, he would pick a 10mm. Just teasing. I have no idea what he wants. He would actually, knowing, yeah, he probably would do the 7.62 by 25 Tokarev. It's a Soviet round, eh? A little Soviet kitty? You know, I bet Cinnabon's a 7.62 by 39 guy. That AK Soviet round. Is that so, buddy? I know almost all of you are here for Cinnabon, and I respect that, of course. So the gun videos, they're always going to be few and far between, but they'll still make an appearance every now and then. Right? Can't forget about this channel's roots, huh? Just got done shooting my brother's Ruger. Not too bad. Can't really see that. Not terrible for quick shots. It's definitely effective for a pistol. Achieves the purpose. I'm probably, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe 7-10 yards or so. It's not bad. If you take your time, you can get better groups than that. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Just gonna do some blasting.
Nice.
She's hot.
All right.
All right, you want to stand beside or behind me? Ready?
Yes, sir. Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Have you ever shot a 1911 before?
No, I've shot a 45 ACP though with HK.
Oh yeah.
USP.
HK.
Yeah.
First time for everything.
That's right. I'm ready to go.
There we go.
Dang, I missed the kick of the 45.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
It kicks a little hard.
What's the mag capacity on this?
Those ones are 7 rounds.
Really? Okay, cool.
Empty now, yep.
Yeah.
Nice
awesome.
shooting.
Very nice.
Let's go ahead and check the target out. We're clear? All right.
That's awesome.
Not bad. Still got to get a bullseye though. The fatter ones are the 45s.
45 is nice.
Oh yeah. Nice shooting.
I love the 45.
It's a good handgun. Came from my dear friend Randy.
I am ready. What are you going to shoot at?
Shoot at a paper plate and a milk jug, or an apple cider jug. Here we go. Nice. Nice shooting. Nice little pistol. Very historic. 2 world wars, and you still see him out there now and again. No video is complete without a Kalashnikov. Very prolific. This one is Romanian with a certain number of US parts for compliance purposes. Ready, spaghetti?
Wow, let me see your shirt. Wow, very nice.
Thank you.
All right. You got an American gun though. That doesn't make sense. German shirt. You like German stuff, huh?
I do, but I make exceptions now and then.
Okay, cool. I can feel the shock on my hair, my bangs. I could feel my bangs going poof, poof.
We almost got a bullseye,
That's
look.
cool.
So close.
Oh, very close.
Maybe next time.
You're a good shot at that. Way
Thank
better
you.
than me.
What a nice little handgun.
Yeah. Cool. All right, you're recording. Nice.
I'll have you do. There's a lot left. You can do some.
Really?
All right.
You ready?
Yup. Ready to go.
Your turn.
Want me to finish her?
Yeah.
All right. Watch this. I like to demonstrate this. So,
All right.
you have a magazine of the weapon that feeds rounds into the weapon. You pull the magazine out, the weapon is still not safe. There is still a round inside the weapon. I will demonstrate.
And a lot of people don't know that and die that way.
That's true. You
Or
pull
kill
the,
someone else that way.
absolutely. You with the semi-automatic like this, you pull the magazine out, or an automatic. You pull the magazine out as you see it is here. You pull back on the charging handle or bolt carrier. You visually inspect the chamber. We're clear. It's a safe weapon. Now I'm in the habit of doing it a couple times. Pull back. We're totally clear. To reload the weapon, have a loaded magazine. Rock it in. Now we're loaded. Now here's the question, the quiz. Is there still a bullet in here? Let's find out. Yes. That's how all weapons work pretty much for the most part. So, little tip from yours truly.
Can you rack that just to make sure there's no extra round in there?
Absolutely. Let me free up my hand real quick. Never mind, we'll just throw that. Okay. Yes. We are clear.
Very nice.
And you always want to do it. People have died because they didn't do this.
That's
They'll
right.
have a loaded mag.
They know that the bullets are in the magazine, and they
Yes.
assume when you have the magazine out, therefore no more bullets will feed. But what they don't know is when you rack this, and of course with a semi-auto, with the gas piston, it automatically reloads the next round. So when you take this out, there is still one in the gun.
Absolutely. And how this works is when you, so let's pretend this is loaded. Well, we should right now because it's a weapon. So you load it, you pull it back, puts a round in the chamber, pull the trigger, firing pin strikes the primer, the round comes out of the barrel, excess gas comes through this gas tube, punches the piston back, which is attached to this. This flies back, ejects the empty casing, and then goes forward through a spring, and then the process repeats itself.
It's pretty ingenious.
Some people have died because they take a weapon like this that's loaded, or a pistol. Happens with Glocks all the time. You hear about it in the news. They're shooting or they're just messing around with their gun. They cock it, and then they take the magazine out, and they think it's unloaded. And people have died because of that negligence.
Yes.
So hopefully this advice will prevent some accidents from happening.
Absolutely. People need to be educated before they put their
Totally.
hands behind something so powerful.
It's all about education.
Absolutely.
So even for those who are not exposed to this kind of thing, it's good to know, just in case, should you ever, God forbid, be in a situation where you happen across one of these that's not warranted, or maybe you just find one somewhere.
Yes.
It's good to know what to do to clear the weapon.
Gun safety 101.
You have to be
Very
careful
important.
though. Overseas, there's actually, I've seen it to where overseas they put a 9-volt in the back of the weapon. Here, let's pull the top cover off so you can get a look on the inner workings. So I've seen photos where people will put an explosive charge in the weapon with the 9-volt. So when you pull back on this, it makes an electrical contact and blows the gun up. So you really do have to be careful. If you're overseas and find one just laying around, they can be booby-trapped too. So
Wow. No kidding.
I've seen a photo. They took the top cover off, and there's a little 9-volt back here
Yeah.
with an explosive charge.
Holy.
It's a good thing they pulled the top cover off first and inspected it, because if they didn't, when they pulled this back, it would have made an electrical contact and blow the weapon apart.
Man,
so
that's crazy.
you got to
I never
be
even
careful.
thought
There's
of
also they used to booby-trap ammunition, which we don't have any right now, but yeah, you
So
can
always
shoot it
check
like
your
this
AK
too.
before you
Not as
fire.
safe, but you can shoot these without top cover on. You can see it reciprocate when you shoot. So
Yeah.
pretty interesting, huh?
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for the demonstration.
Thank you for filming, and thank you for being here to enjoy this moment.
Yes. Adios.
Okay, it's funny story time. So this same weapon was my first gun that I've bought. It's not my first gun, but it's the first one I bought. So we're gonna clear this weapon. It's totally clear. So back here, you have the butt trap door. Now I made the mistake, and I put instead of my thumb, because you lift the store and you carefully reveal a cleaning kit,
What?
and you put it back in there.
What?
So
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Are all AKs like that?
most of them, most of the military
that's
ones
cool.
are. So you have to be a little careful. I gotta get the back in there. There we go. You have to be careful with this because it was one of my fingers stuck in here. I got it stuck good. I was screwed. And you can't just walk into an ER like this. You know?
Well, it's better your finger than something else.
Absolutely, yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, you don't want to stick your fingers where they don't belong, especially in this case. So I think it was I forget, I had a finger stuck in here to where it was in here like this, and that trapdoor just had it. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
I had to unscrew this butt plate and take it apart to get my finger out of it. It was,
Butt plate.
It was
Yeah.
bad. It put a
You
dent
got
in
your
my
finger
finger
stuck in the butt plate.
Yeah, butt plate.
Well, I'm glad you got it out. Do you use lube?
No.
Oh.
No.
Cool.
Can you imagine walking to the ER? Hey guys, I'm so sorry, but this is stuck in my hand.
Yeah. Hopefully they wouldn't think you're gonna shoot up the place.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so that's the funny story for the day.
Okay.
Funny story for the day with the AK.
Cool.
So a couple of quick safety tips with any firearms. This applies to all firearms. Know your target and what's behind it. You can't really see because of the weeds, but we have a large berm behind the weeds we're shooting into. Also, never point a firearm at anything you're not willing to destroy, and always keep it pointed in a safe direction at all times. You never want to sweep people with the barrel. It's especially easy to do with handguns. So always keep it pointed in a safe direction like it is now. If this thing were to go off, which it wouldn't, but if it did, it's in the air, which isn't ideal, but it's safer than being towards somebody. So you want to keep it in the air or away from anything. There's nothing over here or towards the ground. It's better than anything, because if you do have an accident, the rules are meant to kind of support each other. So if you do have an accident, whatever happens, gun malfunctions, runs off on you or goes off on you, you don't want this to be pointed in a dangerous direction.
Can you talk about trigger discipline real quick? How should
Yes, that's a good point. Trigger discipline in America, this varies per country, but trigger discipline, no. Now, a lot of people instinctively, or whatever reason, they hold the gun with their finger on the trigger. That's bad.
You see that in movies all the time.
Yes. What
That
I'm
is
doing right
not
now is
safe.
bad. You don't want to walk around like this unless you're ready to fire.
Correct.
You want your finger, index finger, trigger finger, to be straight like this, because if you're walking, walking, and if you fall, if your finger's in the trigger guard like this, you could discharge a weapon accidentally, and that happens. Even police do it. I've read
Oh
about
yeah.
police doing
Even police, before they pull out a pistol, a lot of them they shoot their leg, because
Yes,
what they do
that
as they
happens
pull out
all
the
the
pistol, they have their finger in the trigger guard.
Yep.
It's
Know
supposed
your
to be like
weapon.
this.
Glocks don't have safeties. They have no external safety. You have to be very careful. Know your weapon. Train with it.
Yeah.
Practice with it if you have one.
Yeah, especially as they pull up on the gun, that pressure, boom.
Happens all the
I'll
time.
just over here like this.
All those accidents can be prevented with some education and good equipment, but mostly education. That's where it all starts and stops, with education. Know your weapons. Know how to use them. Be safe out there.
All right.
We did get a bullseye with the AK. Of course, we're shooting really close with it, so that always helps, right? Of course, AKs are not long-range weapons anyway, but they do the job. Hey, buddy. Back home now. Had a good time today. Hung out with my parents and my brother, of course, as you know. Yes, my brother is indeed anxiety war. Some of you already know that. You can check out his channel in the description. He helped with a lot of the filming today. This is the AK you saw earlier. Yeah. Matches the carpet. Just like Cinnabon does, don't you? You match little tan bits in here, don't you? I'm gonna have to edit this heavily. You a good kitty today? You've been a good kitty? You keep an eye on things while I was gone, don't you? Yeah, when I'm at the range, Cinnabon watches the house for me. It's a little kitty cocoon, isn't it? Look who's being a good kitty today, You being a good cat today, Cinnabon? Yeah? He's just chilling on my lap. Are you gonna leave? Or you? Oh, he's just adjusting. Okay. Oh, you probably misses his daddy, don't you? Yeah. Chilling in the basement. You spy something through the chair? Oh. You can go ahead and go to sleep, buddy. Yeah, you can go to sleep in my lap if you want to, okay? Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. You want to say goodbye, Cinnabon? Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Say bye, Cinnabon. Bye-bye. See ya.